Okay, so for this next problem, determine the design strength of this rectangular beam below. Use FC prime of 21, FYT 75, concrete cover 40, and diameter of stirrups is 10 millimeters. So we have two bars here. Okay, so which do you think will be the tension bars here? So obviously, so the 3-28 because the area of this one is higher than the area of this one. Okay, so let's solve, no? So this is your AS, this is your AS5. You have 250 and 300. Okay, so let's draw the strain diagram. Okay, so we have the effective depth, which will be also equal also to your DT. Since this is only the tension bars is only one layer. Okay, so you have the total depth 300 minus 40 minus concrete cover minus the diameter of your tension bar over 2. Okay, this is 286 millimeters. Okay, so next, let's solve the D prime. Beta rather. Beta will be 0.85 since your FC prime is 21. Okay, next, let's draw the Okay, so let's draw the strain diagram. So we have the strain here of concrete equivalent to 0.003 since this is the compression part. So this is where 0.003 be located. Okay, this is the distance of the neutral axis to the extreme compression fiber. Next, this is your ES, which will be also your ET. Okay, so this is D minus C, which will be also your DT minus C. Okay, this is the stress diagram, which which is uniform stress of 0.85 FC prime. So you have the depth of compression block A, and then the compression force is acting on the mid height of that A. So that compression force is uniform stress times the area of compression block AB. You have the tension force ASFS. So let's check if it is the distance between these two forces is D minus A over 2. Total depth minus A over 2. Okay, so let's check if it is singly or doubly. Still ratio AS over DT. Take note. The AS here is the AS on the tension side. The AS, okay, not AS prime. Okay, because we're checking if we are required to include this on our analysis. If this still ratio is less than the rho max, then they do not include this on the analysis. Just use these forces. No, do not include the equilibrium equations which will include the compression force due to the compression bars. No? Kung less than naman yung rho sa rho max. Let's see kung greater than ba siya talaga. Okay, so 3 times 28 square pi over 4 times B and then effective depth 236. So we have this the actual steel ratio on the tension side 0.01309. How about for the rho max? Rho max is 0.85 epsilon prime beta over Fy dt over D. Okay, so 3 over 8. So substitute. So dt over d is only equal to 1 since we have equal or single layer of tension reinforcement. So your rho max is 0.0015, okay, 0.0151723. As we can see, your rho is actual steel ratio or the ratio of the tension area over BD is greater than rho max. Therefore, we have to consider the uh, these three bars. No? Consider this on the analysis. Now, if this is less than, neglect. Parang burahin mo na lang siya sa figure. Okay, and then analyze it as a singly. Okay, so consider this. So this is your D prime. Okay, so let's solve the D prime since this is doubly. D prime is concrete cover plus the diameter of stirrups plus the diameter of the compression bars sa case na to. That is 12 millimeter in diameter. So over 2, that is equal to 56. Now let's draw the forces due to the additional uh, reinforcement sa compression side. So this is AS prime, FS prime, minus 0.85 FC prime. Considering, since kinoconsider na natin yung butas dito, so nabawasan ng area yung ating compression block, transfer natin dito. Because they have the same location. yung butas. Okay, so then the tension force is AS to FS. Okay, they have the same stresses because they are located on the same level. So yung T1 and T2. We can combine them later, okay, into a single force. Okay, so by equilibrium, we equate the compression forces, okay, and tension forces, but we assume first that both steel in compression and steel in tension side will be in yielding. Okay, so anyway, we need later the ES prime to check if it is really yielding. The compression force is really yielding. We need this the ES prime, which is located at the C minus your D prime. Okay, so your tension steel naman, so we need this ES prime. So you already know this, know how to solve this. Okay, ES prime by ratio and proportion. No? By equilibrium, C is equal to T. CC plus CS is equal to T1 plus T2. So let's combine this no into ASFS. So we have 0.85 C prime AB plus AS prime. So this force is 0.85 FC prime ASFS. Let's substitute. 0.85 FC prime 21. A is unknown, B is 250. AS prime is 3 pieces of 12 millimeter bars. So let's add 3 pieces of 12 millimeters diameters of bars times Fs prime 375 minus 0.85 Fc prime. That is equal to 3 pieces. Yes, 3 pieces of 28 mm bars pi over 4. So that is the AS. Fs is assume yielding. Okay, we assume no, both are yielding. So Fs is Fy, Fs prime is Fy, Fs is Fy also. We can now solve the value of A. Okay, then solve the value of C from A is equal to beta C. Then confirm if both are yielding. So the yielding stress, or the yielding strain rather, is 0.001875. Okay, so Fy over 1875. Now, what will be the value of your ES prime? So from this similar triangle, ES prime over this triangle, okay, so this is your formula. So we have the value of ES prime equal to 0.0018. So is it greater than or less than? As we can see, this is greater than, meaning correct assumption. Okay, yielding siya. How about compression yields? Compression steel yields. Correct assumption. So far, tama yung ating assumption dito. Okay, correct. Okay, next. Um, yung ES naman. Let's see kung nag-yield ba talaga siya. Okay? So, ES over D minus C is proportional to 0.003 over C. So, let's see. Answer dyan is 0.001699, which is less than sa yielding strain, meaning does not yield yung ating tension side. So, correct yung assumption natin dito. Ito is not correct. So, we need to perform again equilibrium equation. So, for that case, so we are going to assume compression yields and tension that does not yields. So, let's see. Okay. Mali kasi yung ating assumption. So, mali na to. O, kahit isa lang magkamali dyan, class. O, mali na yan. So, ang next assumption natin, class, compression still yields, tension does not yield. Ayan. Compression still yields, tension does not yield. Okay, for tension does not yield, so we use the strain times the modulus of elasticity. So, from 0.003 D minus C over C, the strain, so you multiply it by 200,000 so that it will be in 600 D minus C over C. This is the stress for steel. For tension, steel does not yield. Okay, baka mapagbaliktad mo silang dalawa, class, no? Magkaiba yan. Kasi ito, pag nag-does not yield yan, 600 C minus D prime siya over C. Huwag mong ipag-switch yung dalawa. Ito for tension side, ito naman for compression side. Anyway, yielding naman ang ating compression side. So we still use Fy. Okay, by equilibrium, C is equal to T, 0.85 Fc prime, AS prime, Fs prime, minus 0.85 Fc prime, AS, Fs. Okay, so dalawang forces na to, equate lang natin sa tension force. So, 0.85. So, again, for Fs prime, we still use Fy. But for Fs, we use here 600 D minus C all over C. So, now the unknown is C. So that we substitute, instead of using A, use beta C. Okay, so now let's substitute. 0.85 Fc prime, beta, 0.85. C is unknown. B is 250. AS prime is 3 pieces of 12 millimeter diameter bars. That is your AS prime. Pi over 4. Fy, because steel yields. Compression steel yields. Minus 0.85 Fc prime is equal to AS. 3 pieces of 28 millimeter diameter of bars over 4 times stress na does not yield 600 D minus C is unknown over C. So C now is equal to 146.515 millimeters. Okay, so let's store this value at C, and then let's solve the value of A, 124, from A is equal to beta C. Then, let's solve the ES prime. Okay, so dapat ES prime is greater than Fy kasi yielding siya. Okay, so let's see kung anong sagot dito. Okay, 0.001853. Ano ba yung yielding strain? Fy over E, using Fy of 375, 0018. As we can see, yung assumption natin, dapat greater than, no? Ano nangyari? Mali ulit. Nag-less na naman na ngayon. Compression pala. That's not yield. Pwede ba yun mangyari? Mali ulit ng assumption? Yes. Kasi meron tayong apat na case nga dito. Yield, yield. Yield does not yield. Does not yield. Yield. Does not yield. Does not yield. So, saan kaya tayo mapupunta sa ating third assumption? Let's see kung ano yung sasabihin niya. Compression daw does not yield. Ang inassume mo, dito, compression yields. Nagkamali tayo ng assumption. How about dun sa tension side? Check natin kung tama na tayo ng assumption doon. Okay, so mali na yung C, tsaka ano natin, no? Yung A. Pero, solve pa rin natin yung pwedeng ES prime, pwedeng ES, pwedeng FS. Okay, solve natin yung FS na lang siguro kasi, sige, ES na lang. ES should be less than the EY, no? Or FS, dapat less than siya sa FY pag sinolve natin. Okay, so strain na lang solve natin instead of stress. Pero na naman yan, no? Magko-compare pa rin tayo. 0.003 D minus C all over C. So, answer natin dito, okay, does not yield. Kasi EY natin 0.001875. Ito, 0.01882. So far naman, tama naman yung assumption natin sa tension na magda-does not yield. Dito, nagkamali tayo sa compression na dapat yield siya. Pero does not yield. So, saan tayo pupunta? Okay. So, dito, ito yung nangyari sa ating cycle, no? Ito yung compression natin, ito yung tension. Una, in-assume natin na mag-yield siya. So, mali tayo dyan ng assumption. Napunta tayo sa yield, still compression yield, tapos does not yield. Kamali ulit kasi parehas daw ay does not yield, sabi dito sa case na to. So, dito tayo pumunta. Baka sure na yan. Actually, sure na talaga yan kasi yan lang naman. Usually, yan lang yung pinupuntahan lagi. No? Pag nagkamali ka ng assumption sa pangalawa. Yung pangatlong mong assumption, magda-does not yield. Ayan. Usually, ang pinakamaraming cycle ng assumptions is tatlo. Okay, sortin natin pagka tumama agad sa una. Okay, so ito na. I guess this will be our last cycle of our assumption. Both does not yield. Okay. Does not yield 600 for Fs prime. This should be 600 C minus D prime all over C based on this strain yan, no? based on this strain, and then you multiply to the modulus of elasticity. So, naging 600C minus D prime all over C. We expect later that this is less than the Fy. Ito rin, does not yield eh. Okay? So, let's substitute that from C is equal to T. Medyo mahaba itong equation natin, guys. Okay? From C is equal to T. So, yung Fs prime, papalitan mo ng 600C minus D prime all over C. Tapos yung Fs, you substitute that with 600D minus C all over C. And then your A, you substitute that with beta C. Okay? Then this will now be your formula or equation. Okay, 0.85 Fc prime beta C B 3 pieces of 12 millimeter bars, that is your AS prime, 600C minus D prime all over C, minus 0.85 Fc prime is equal to AS is 3 pieces of 20 millimeter bars, number 4 times 600 D minus C all over C. Okay, so with that, we can now solve the value of C. C is 146.604, and then your A is 124.616. Pero before you confirm na ito na talaga yung C at saka A, you check again, no? The Fs prime. Okay, since does not yield yan, it should be less than the Fy. Let's see if that is less than the Fy. Yes, 370 is less than 375. So, correct na yung ating assumption. How about the Fs? Okay, let's see. 600, D minus C all over C. So, let's see. So, that is 365, which is less than the 375. So, tension still does not yield. So, both assumptions are correct. Therefore, C and A now are correct. Tama na sila. We can now solve the reduction factor. And then, after that, pwede na tayo mag-solve ng magiging value ng moment capacity. So, for the reduction factor, this will be based on your ET, which is also equal to your ES. Okay. So, natin yung ET. That is 0.001829. So, ET D minus C is 0.003 over C. Okay, so, what will be the reduction factor based on this line or graph? So, this is the limit for tension control, and this is your yielding strain. As we can see, nasa ito 0.00189. So, diba nandito siya? Okay, kasi nga, if we have a one layer of rebar, kapag hindi nag-yield yan, yung strain yan, mas mababa sa yielding strain. Automatic, compression controlled. Okay, for those does not yield na tension side, kapag one layer lang, automatic, compression control section. Okay? So, pero pag two layers kasi, minsan pumapasok ng transition. So, check pa rin. Pag one layer class, tapos does not yield yung bakal mo sa tension side, compression control section natin. Okay, so we have the compression control section. What will be the reduction for that? Reduction factor is 0.65. And let's now solve the moment capacity. So, force times distance. Force times distance. Okay. Oh, sorry. This should be 0.65. The reduction factor should be 0.65. Let's substitute. So, 0.65 times 0.85 Fc prime AB, D minus A over 2. Okay, and then the other one is also 0.65. Reduction factor. So, now, solving for the capacity, so that is equal to 76.794 kilonewton meter. This is the ultimate moment or the design moment capacity. Pag tinananggal mo dito, yung 0.65 nominal moment capacity. That's it, no? For the analysis and design of doubly reinforced beam section.